Hey guys, hope you're doing awesome. I'm excited to bring on another CCI client who has had some pretty fantastic results in our program. As you know, I brought one on Monday. If you didn't actually watch the last interview that we did one with one of my clients who went from 8K months to 27K months. If you just want to scroll down a little bit, you can find that one there. But I'm really excited to share Jessica's results with CCI. So I'm going to bring her on the camera right now, and we're going to get you guys jump and let's have a great interview here. We're adding her in. Hey guys that are jumping on, give me a wave down below. Hope you guys are doing awesome. We're going to get Jessica added in here. Then we're going to go for the interview. I'm excited about this, and this is the last thing that I have up today. And so ending the day with a bang. Super excited about this. So we're still trying to add in. Hey Tyrone, hope you're doing great, my man. As you guys are jumping on here, comment down below where you're watching from. There we go.
There we go.
Hello.
Hello. It took me a while to figure it out.
All good. Is this your first time doing a duo live?
It is. First time.
Okay, there you go.
I tried it once and it failed.
Oh, I remember the first couple times I tried to do it. It was a massive failure. So, hey, you're doing fine. We're making this work. So, how have you been doing, Jessica? How's your morning going?
Good. It's been good morning. It's still bright and early here in Australia. It's only 7:30.
All you Australian people, I love all you guys. So anyways, I'm excited to chat through everything today. So before we get into like the full meat and potatoes of everything, give me a little bit, actually not me, everyone else watching, they maybe don't know you. So give a bit of an introduction of who you are, what you do, etc.
Yeah, awesome. So a little bit about me, I guess. I originally former nurse by trade of 7 years. And then I left my nursing career almost 4 years ago. It'll be 4 years in November this year, and went into the fitness space. Had a online fitness business, but super messy, and didn't take it serious until like last year, 2019, the start of last year. So, but when I did take it really seriously, I went into paid advertising initially. And I learned the whole space of like Facebook ads and funnels and all of that nitty gritty stuff. If anyone's ever done it before, it's kind of messy. But I learned all of that, and I just I did well, but I kept hitting walls, and I had a PT business at the same time as well. And there was growth. There was definitely growth, but there was a lot of burnt out growth, and a lot of messy action. A lot of messy action.
Totally.
And my running Facebook ads was quite challenging. And then I ended up this year going into business mentoring, and then that's where I met you.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And so I know you came to us because you were like, hey, I love business. I love mentoring people. Like, I really feel called to this. And it's always scary to make a big niche change because you've built up this kind of position of authority, this audience who love you for one thing, and then it's like, I'm switching, and it's a little bit scary. And so before we dive into that part of everything, one of the questions I always like to ask is, how did you actually decide to join CCI and join our mentorship? Because, I mean, there's a lot of mentorships out there. And what was kind of the thing that drew you to us? They're looking for the same thing. They can maybe find with us. So what was that thing that made you decide?
Yeah, I think you added me on Facebook. I have had you on Facebook for ages, but I didn't really know who you were. I'm just like, who's this guy? But you were always like, you know, when you're like, you've got someone as a friend, but you're just like, you're watching, but you're not really paying attention. But I think I've had you on Facebook for like a year and a half, I reckon. It's been a while, a very long time. Yeah, ages. And like before I started PTing, I was like a gym manager and coaching coaches in like as a fitness manager and stuff. And then I don't know, I've just been watching you for ages, and then you just grabbed my attention. I think the more that I went in the online space, and then the more that like my Facebook ads just kept shutting down. I was like there, and I had this platform organically, and I was getting clients through there as well. But I was like, you know what, I need to let something go here. And you were like, your clients were all getting amazing results. And I had known of you for so long. okay, like, who do I trust? Like, who's the best person to go to? And I think just from watching your clients and watching them grow over the last, just seeing you on the sideline in my Facebook, on my Facebook all the time, there was already like this sense of trust.
Yeah, totally, for sure. And that's how we like to do things. Build good relationships with people. And I mean, yeah, we share client results. That's the main thing I try to do, actually. Hey, we're doing one right now. It's because I think that actions and results speak louder than marketing. And are the best marketing. So anyway, so you decided to jump into CCI, and people wondering, this is the first time we really went hardcore organic marketing for yourself. So there's a couple things that were brand new. So we were switching niches. We switched from paid marketing to organic marketing. And like, this was a whole new world. So, and I know, and on these lives, I like to be completely raw and honest. Like, I don't think at the beginning it was the easiest transition for you. Even though we started to see some good results. Talk about that transition going to organic, because I want it to be crystal clear and truthful about organic isn't like easy work. Like, it takes work to do it.
Yeah, it does. It does. And it's like, focus on one platform and become really, really good at it. And I think that's what I've been missing for so long, is that I had this platform with 30,000 followers, but I just never took it seriously. I never focused on it, and I was looking for other ways to build my business. But when making that switch, it was hard, because I had to learn a whole new method, and I had to really hone in on just one thing. And it was challenging, but it's just crazy to see the results that have come from it, from just focusing on one platform and becoming half good. You want to become 100% good at one platform.
Yeah, totally, for sure. No, that totally makes sense. Now, one of the other things I want to mention, because I talk about it all the time for those that follow me, which is tracking and metrics and the unsexy stuff about business. And I know coming in, that was something we needed to work on. And now I actually want you to explain your mindset on tracking before working at CCI versus now. Like, what's the journey that we went on with learning how to actually track metrics?
Yeah. I think, and that's something that I've kind of avoided for so long. I think just because it was just so overwhelming. And it's like, you got to track your numbers, but you just don't do it. And I think you've just, every week you're just asking me, have you tracked your numbers? Have you tracked your numbers? Pull up the sheet. Or I'd be like, I'm panicking. And you're like, well, do your numbers. And I think it wasn't until halfway through I did my numbers for the week. I was feeling so down about myself, and I was like, I'm not doing good enough. I'm like, I haven't succeeded enough this week. And then I did my numbers, and I was like, hang on a second. And I'm tracking along. I think that's what's been amazing that you've shown me, is that, data doesn't lie, and the data is going to tell you whether you are performing or whether you're not performing and what needs to be fixed.
Yeah, so important. And that's something I even told you, and I tell my clients a lot, which is, when you only miss out on what you're weak on and you can strengthen, you also miss out on what you're doing right and you're doing well. And often as an entrepreneur, we have emotionally, we have ups and downs, and tracking allows you to actually regulate it by being like, oh, I feel like I'm having a bad week, but you look at the numbers and you're like, I'm doing just fine. And therefore my feelings, I need to deal with them because we're actually doing okay. And so I'm really excited that we grew in that, because that's going to help you, especially in the next level of business that you're going to. You just need to track more, which is fabulous. So now, I already put it, obviously above in the caption, kind of some of the results that you received as far as monetary results, but share with everyone some of the wins that you've gotten financially working with CCI and growing your business.
It's been I'm still pinching myself. It's crazy. I hit six figures with my health and fitness business, and I did hit that. But it was a half in, I think, 11 weeks again working with you, which has been
100K.
Yeah, just 100K. I hit 100K in 11, 12 weeks. And Yeah, it's just been phenomenal. Like I'm still just like, wow, is this like it? And it's like, okay, what's the, there's like the next step. And I didn't even think that the next step would come so quickly. But yeah, you've literally like shown me the way. And honestly, I remember like when we did the consultation call and we had a chat about it, and I think I was just this year was breaking like 12K months or 10K months like that. And I was like, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind like, maybe like 15 or like maybe 20 or like, and you're like, okay.
I knew you could
Yeah.
grow faster than that. I knew you could. So no, super proud of you. And I mean, money, the way I often share money wins, which we market money wins. Yeah. But the more important thing is understanding that your clients are crushing it. Your clients are doing good. Yeah. You're serving your people so well. Yeah. And because of that, and because of how much value you provide, you can make that kind of money, right? Like money's not it's actually a byproduct, right? It's a byproduct of value given to the world. And so absolutely love that. Now, I know your time is busy and I don't want to keep you on there all day long. And so what I want to do is I want you to ask, so for the entrepreneurs, I know some of these people, I know some of them are just getting started. Some of them are making some money already. Some of them are at 6 figures, but a lot of them are wanting to get to where you're at the end of the day. What's maybe 1 or 2 things that you learned through CCI that you're like, okay, these were the main things that helped catapult me that you could share with the people watching today?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think, I think me like committing to you and like, it's obviously like there's always a cost of investment for it into like this space and going into the online space. I think you have to really just go all in, like you're committing to this, like you have to put like 100% into it. Like it's not, and like you said at the start, like it is hard, it is challenging, but once you reach like this point now where I'm at, it's like, oh my gosh, wow. Like it was hard building and it was, there's always going to be struggles, but I think it's literally like going all in. But I think also just the biggest thing was like, tracking my numbers. That was the biggest thing because like literally it's going to tell you like where you're going good, what you need to improve on. If it's sales, like at the start, my sales were okay, but I've had to improve that. But I wouldn't have known that if I didn't track my numbers. And there are certain things that, value pieces, like all of the little things that you taught me along the way. It's like, you just look at the numbers that's in front of you and that's going to tell you how you're performing and where you need to improve. So I think that for me being such a like task orientated, like very performance driven person, I think that, you instilling that into me has definitely helped me grow through very, very quickly throughout the 12 weeks.
Right. No, totally, for sure. And I love that. So for you guys that are listening, it's like you said, going all in, and that's partially mindset too, just being like, I'm all in, the tracking. And then I like that you mentioned the value pieces because we always teach that the more value, we call them value pieces so that you can like quantify it and track it as a metric, because otherwise we don't know how much value we're giving. That's so important. That's amazing. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you for being on here. Now, now people are like interested in following you, checking out your stuff. What's the best place or platform for them to go to do that?
Yeah, awesome. Just on Instagram, that's really where I hang out mainly. So it's just my name, just Jessica, full stop, Vieira, Vieraa, and then 2 underscores. That's mainly where I am.
Perfect. I love it, guys. Go check her out on there. She has great content. Like, honestly, some of your content, I'm like, man, I wish I had content like Jessica because you're great at marketing. You're really, really good. So anyways, guys, go check it out. Thank you for being on, Jessica. And honestly, I'm just so proud of you and cannot wait to see where you go in the next year. Okay?
Yes, definitely. And if anyone's going to join CCI, you have to stop thinking about it. Just do it.
Yes. Thank you for the plug. Thank you for the plug. Shameless. I love it. So anyways, I know it's early where you're at, so go get some more coffee and we'll be chatting again soon, I'm sure. Okay?
Awesome. Thanks so much, Ruben.
Awesome. Bye for now.